Hello friends, this video will give us an overview on Zookeeper and its installation. So let's begin. Zookeeper is an open source Apache project that provides a centralized infrastructure and services that enable synchronization across a cluster. Zookeeper maintains common objects that are needed in large clustered environments. Examples of these include configuration information, hierarchical namespaces, synchronization information, and so on. Applications can leverage these services to coordinate distributed processing across large clusters. Imagine a Hadoop cluster spanning 500 or more servers. If you've ever managed a database cluster with just 10 servers, you know you need centralized management of the entire cluster in terms of naming services, group services, synchronization services, configuration management, and more. Many open source projects that leverage Hadoop clusters require these type of cross-cluster services. Having them available in Zookeeper means that each of these projects can embed Zookeeper without having to build synchronization services from scratch. So, how does this work? Zookeeper provides an infrastructure for cross-node synchronization and can be used by applications to ensure that tasks across the cluster are serialized or synchronized. Interaction with Zookeeper occurs via Java or C interfaces. Zookeeper maintains status, configuration and synchronization information in memory on Zookeeper servers. A Zookeeper server is a machine that keeps a copy of the state of the entire system and persists this information in local log files. A very large Hadoop cluster can be supported by multiple Zookeeper servers. In this case, a master server synchronizes the top level servers. Each client machine communicates with one of the Zookeeper servers to retrieve and update its synchronization information. Within Zookeeper, an application can create what is called a Z node, a file that persists in memory on the Zookeeper servers. The Z node can be updated by any node in the cluster, and any node in the cluster can register to be informed of the changes to that Z node. In Zookeeper terminology, a server can be set up to watch a specific Z node. There is obviously more to this than we can cover in 3 minutes, but basically, applications use this Z node infrastructure to synchronize tasks across the cluster by updating their status in Zookeeper Z node, which would then inform the rest of the cluster of a specific node's status change. This cluster-wide centralization service is essential for managing and serializing tasks. Now moving on to the installation part. First I'll have to download the Zookeeper tarball. So for that I'll open the browser and search for Zookeeper download. I'll download it from the Apache website, whatever Google returns. So the first link is the Apache Zookeeper website. So from here I'll choose a download mirror. So I'll use the first one, going with the HTTP mirror, and download a stable Zookeeper version. So I'm using a stable version to download, not the latest one, because the stable version has less bugs. And I just downloaded the 22 MB file. So it should not take much time on your machine either. After downloading it, I'll open the terminal and move to the downloads folder to unzip the tarball. I'll use the tar xzf command to unzip the Zookeeper tarball we just downloaded. I'll move the Zookeeper, the extracted Zookeeper folder to a safe place. I created a folder named software and I'll place my Zookeeper inside it. I keep all my Hadoop instances placed in the software folder. Now I'll edit the bash rc file. The bash rc file needs to have the two variables. The first one is Zookeeper home and the second one is the updated path. So the Zookeeper home is the directory where I have installed the Zookeeper, that is the /sw/Zookeeper folder, and I'll export the path to be the bin folder inside the Zookeeper home. So the bin folder contains all my scripts that the Zookeeper needs to start and stop. So I'll just save this file and refresh the bash rc file so that the changes are updated immediately. I'll move to the Zookeeper conf folder. So here all the configuration files are there. So I have to rename the zoo.sample.config file to zoo.config file for it to work. And I'll use the default port here, the client port equal to 2181. So I'll use this default port. So this is the port that Zookeeper always listens to for any incoming messages. So I don't need to change anything much here. Now I'll move to the bin folder and start the Zookeeper server by using the command zkserver.sh and pass the argument start. Now as I'm using Cloudera distribution of Linux, I'll already have the Zookeeper up and running, so it will give me an error as it cannot spawn more than one instance of Zookeeper. But I'll use the sudo jps command to see if the Zookeeper daemon is running. The quorum peer main is the daemon of Zookeeper, and as we can see it is actually spawned. So I'll check the status of this quorum peer main, and I'll use the command RUOK pipelined with the netcat command that will show me if the activity at a given port is going successfully or not. So as we have seen earlier, that the port number to which Zookeeper listens is 2181. So I just netcat the 2181 and it returned me an I am okay signal. So it means that yes, our Zookeeper is indeed running. So we have seen the installation part. Thank you.